Hello, we are live on location in Williams Lake. We are in an alleyway behind the CRD Library. I'm here with Lamesh, Steven, and Dwayne to talk about this fantastic mural that's going up on this fantastic building. What's going on, guys?
UK.
Okay, so we are working on a project. We are two of 6 artists that are going to be painting this entire wall for the care facility that Lamesh is executive director of, and we're doing it in mind of Williams Lake and all the residents here. So we're going to give them some scenery to look at.
That's really cool. So like these residents here, this is like a seniors facility, or is it maybe Lamesh?
So I'll take the chance. So yes, definitely it's a long-time care facility.
Yeah.
We have a 72-bedded capacity facility that we take care of the residents for Williams Lake and also for Chilcotin region.
Mm-hmm.
So we are happy. I would like to say I would like to thank on behalf of Aged Care for arranging this. The painting, especially for our lovely residents. And I would like to really thank to Dwayne and Steven, and also for whoever is on the back of this program, supporting with the funding and rest of the other things, which is a fantastic thing. And it's going to contribute a lot of different experience and a lot of engagement experience for the community as well.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I hadn't thought about this building when I heard that this was going up on sort of like the backside of the building.
Yes.
And my first thought was like, well, I mean, that's kind of cool, but like, who is it really for? And now that I'm here and now that I see, it's like you're creating a view.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So moreover, the residents, there are a lot of community interactions, and it's been a pleasure to see that, like, a lot of family members coming in forward and asking about a lot of questions related to that. And I direct them sometimes to Dwayne and his team, as well as a lot of other family members. They would like to know more about like what kind of other paintings is going to be on the other side too, right? So
because there's still quite a lot of wall left.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I just have a question. I'm just wondering, whose idea was it to come up with this theme? It's cattle ranch theme, cowboy theme.
Oh, I ended up getting the cattle ranch logging theme. Steven has the theme of camping, fishing, and gold mining, and a little bit of wildlife as well.
And is there more themes to come further down the wall?
Tiffany Doring is beside me with her theme, which will be horses, wild horses. And then Sarah Sigerson will have the next 40 feet, and hers is basically like a lake serenity scene, it kind of going into the evening. And then Elisa, who is Elisa White Spider, she has the end 40 feet, and she's doing First Nations theme, a fancy dancer, and it'll be all into the evening. So it goes from Jasmine at the very far end, and she's kind of doing like a dream, like a girl sleeping, dreaming of this whole scene.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's quite a concept. And and it covers so many other concepts, and like that's kind of, that's quite cool.
And it feels like it's trying to capture, some of the many different angles of what sort of the Williams Lake and the Caribou is all about.
And the Caribou had so many beautiful things to go by, but you can only pick so many.
No, exactly. So can somebody speak to like maybe how this all got rolling from like, did it start with the idea of creating a view for the people here, or was it more?
It pretty much was.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what makes it kind of, for me, a passion project.
Yeah.
Is the fact that normally, we're public artists.
Yeah.
Painting murals, you're painting for the public. Here, you're actually kind of painting for folks.
It's almost like a private exhibit in a way.
Exhibit. Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Where other people can still come and see our
Sure.
work, but it's really for the people next door.
Yeah. So was the proposal brought to the city first, or was it brought to artists first, or?
The proposal kind of, I think, in a way, kind of came to me, and I approached a couple other people about the idea, and it, there's been, it started like in 2019.
Oh wow! So this has kind of been cooking for a while.
Cooking for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a huge wall, a huge undertaking, a lot of money to be raised. And the first time we were trying to do it, we were going to have all the artists here, all paint at the same time, but ka-ching, ka-ching. That was never going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. So this year it just kind of weirdly happened that the mural money that normally was put out wasn't taken. So I was approached by the BIA, and they said, well, what wall could you do for this amount of money? And I said, well, we could start on this wall. And if we get it going, people see it, get excited, we'll be able to raise more money to get the rest of them going. Because that's the big thing, is like everybody would want to do it right away, but
the money
is too hard.
So has that been happening so far? That like has there been additional money raised yet, or is it
a little bit? The local paint stores are actually going to be donating more paint. And,
okay.
And there's people in the works. Tammy Tugnam is one of them, and she's kind of out there twisting arms for us.
Yeah. She's a great fundraiser.
Oh, a great fundraiser, and a great person.
Yeah.
So, it's all kind of, now that we're working on it, I think it'll all.
Yeah.
We have faith.
Yeah. But there is still a chance at this point that like it may have to be like the rest of it may be postponed, or how does that?
It will be definitely put off until next year. Because,
okay, just not enough time left.
Time frame, and the artists are already gearing up for next year.
Right.
Yeah.
And I imagine there's some amount of work that goes in like before you get to actually applying paint to the wall. You know, planning it out. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you just come to the wall and go, okay, I'm going to put a cow right here.
No, no. I used to do a lot of where you draw, trace, overlay, the old school way.
Yeah.
But now computers.
Oh.
Yeah, computers.
Please don't say AI.
No.
Okay.
Never AI.
Yeah. Other than that cow. No.
Yeah, he's got a look of AI about it, doesn't he? Yeah.
But basically my sign background using CorelDRAW.
Yeah.
I take pictures and I lay them out, put my grid on, and I can take that, and I can usually take a picture of the wall and then superimpose the picture onto the wall.
Yeah.
Here, no, because you can't get
a straight
back shot of it, but it still works pretty close.
Yeah. Do you have a speaking of some of the other artists that you're working with on this, do you have like a stable of artists that you'd like to go back to that you've worked with before, or what's your process for choosing who you're going to bring to a mural project like that, or is it even your choice and your call?
All your children?
Yeah.
Was that part of the process of making children?
Workforce. I'm afraid.
You're like Santa Claus with these elves.
Yeah.
Cute.
But
do you choose?
We have so many talented people in Williams Lake. Like we used to. Sarah Sigerson moved away.
Sarah, why?
Yeah, I know. Down to Chilliwack. And actually, Lisa moved as well, and she's in Chilliwack too, I think. Yeah. So
Chilliwack is capturing all of the Williams Lake artists, apparently.
I know.
The cool people.
so
And I'm in Abbotsford now.
Yeah.
yeah. So
You're going to have to go to Chilliwack and start poaching some of their artists.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Caribou Art Beat in town.
yeah, Caribou Art Beat is which Sarah was part of, but that's basically Tiffany's thing now.
And what is Caribou Art Beat?
It used to be Tiffany, Sarah, and
It's an art collective in town.
Okay.
They work on a lot of the other murals, and so when we're doing stuff, we always seem to talk to them, and they're like, they're a collective of mostly ladies. I think all ladies.
Okay.
So and two or three of which are working on this mural. So they're ones we definitely collaborate with a lot.
yeah.
Do you choose artists because of their style being similar to yours, or does that matter?
It matters in a way. Like when I laid out the mural here, I kind of chose Tiffany to be beside me because her style, and she loves painting horses.
Yeah.
So got cows, should have horses beside them, and her style and mine are similar.
They play well together?
Play well, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's amazing. Like, she has her way of she'll blow out hopefully she'll help paint into my sky.
Yeah.
Her skies and atmosphere is just mwah.
And I imagine when it comes to the next artist's painting to start, it's not going to be a hard line. I feel like it's going to all kind of...
Yeah. We're going to hopefully carry each other's a little bit into each other. So.
With like maybe some wind or leaves. Or...
grass and
Sky mostly.
Sky.
That'll tie everything together.
Yeah.
So the whole mural will be like a scene outside sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll kind of transfer from early morning through to midday here, down to evening, and then night.
That's cool.
Yeah. And it'll be bordered underneath. And on the border, what I'm hoping is to have like January and February will be jasmine. Stephen will have March,
so like be
April.
different seasons, not even different times of the day, but
yeah.
I like
So
that.
on the border along the bottom, other like community people with community events from around here can actually put their dates
I'm sorry,
in that time.
Are we getting
no,
lopsided here?
You're getting Steven off there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just make sure
sorry.
you can see the camera because the camera can't see you.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Just.
And I don't care if he's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah.
I'm talking now.
Yeah. But with that whole border, if we can have like that January to December, we can then have community projects can come down and put their dates underneath.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So the more community that can be involved in, the better. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about how you first got involved. You mentioned like you started kind of when you were 9.
Yeah, I started really early
Yeah.
on before I actually even had an interest in painting. I lived in Abbotsford, and I would just spend the seasons up here.
Yeah.
And it was like my summer job. And I did it very begrudgingly. I was like, oh, okay, I'll do this incredibly cool thing that like other kids would kill to do, but my dad did
Your
it.
dad does it,
Yeah,
so
I
it
grew
can't
up-
possibly be cool.
It can't be cool.
Yeah.
So I just did it summer after summer, and then eventually I could do more every time. And then I stood back and I went, I think I can do this. So yeah, it became a begrudging skill set I developed.
Yeah, at about what age do you think you finally started to kind of appreciate what you were being, given access to as an opportunity?
Last week.
Yeah, last week. You know what? It actually was like my mid-20s.
Yeah.
It took a long time, and then eventually I was like, I can do this. I've now branched off. I'm starting to do my own projects in Abbotsford. But it's any opportunity to come up and learn from my dad, and actually doing it, love to do it now. Now every time it comes up, it's like, oh, I have the chance to work with my dad again.
Yeah.
And to learn so much. So yeah, it's a great opportunity. I love the community of Williams Lake.
Yeah.
I love being able to represent these things. And like the ideas are developed, like we have a gold panner there. I used to gold pan in Likely with my dad.
Yeah.
The gentleman fly fishing is kind of like my grandpa. All these images are like very important to me. So yeah, it's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And for you, like, what was it like for you to sort of see him start kind of grudgingly, kind of like, okay, fine, blah, 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 paint, and then grow to appreciate it? And, did you ever have a moment of like, I told you so?
Kinda.
Yeah.
But for me, I basically told all my kids, this is the best job for me in all the world, and I would not wish it on my worst enemy. I mean, art's a struggle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind of art you do. It's always a struggle. And
Now, do you mean
I kind of think it needs to be.
Okay.
If it was easy, like everybody would do it.
Sure.
And large murals, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
And the physicality of doing it. Like painting a painting, sometimes like smaller paintings will take me as long as it'll take me to do this whole wall. But they're a mental challenge.
Right.
Here, it's literally I get tired by the end
I was
of the
going to
day.
ask, how sore are you after a day of?
Yeah, a little less because we actually had a man lift donated as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Broadway.
They're used to be Broadway, and
Yeah.
now they're
Something else.
something else. Yeah.
but that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those
a
are cheap
huge
to rent.
amount.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Good.
It's
Have you ever painted a mural and it was just like logistically super challenging? Like,
Yeah, the
like
moose
this seems pretty
mural.
straightforward.
The moose mural.
Yeah, we painted a moose mural, and that one was the really deep bricks. And so, like, you could sketch it on, but everything had to be sprayed into the brick
Oh.
and
see.
then recut in. Like, it was,
Oh, yeah.
it was, and it was
Take twice as long.
Yeah.
And we did a mural on a corrugated surface.
Oh.
The whole wall was corrugated, so when we measured it out, we forgot to double the
because
amount. So we figured the
We
paint
ran
we
short.
needed,
So-
and halfway through we went, "How do we not have enough paint?" We didn't take the curvature. So every surface has its own like unique
properties.
properties.
Yeah.
Some brick soaks up paint, some goes on clear, but yeah, every surface is new. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is like here. We're kind of lucky. We have very few things in our way.
And it's already kind of primed for you.
Yeah, but as you go down the wall, you can see that some of the later people have like vents and a little bit of a doorway and.
Is there going to be an attempt to sort of like work features like the vents or things into the mural itself? Like maybe it's the mouth of a horse poking out. And
Yeah,
stuff?
well, I've tried to make sure that the design kind of float around them. A
Okay.
little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. It's kind of hard with these kind of things. Trying to make them really part of the mural is pretty hard. Can be done,
Yeah.
but-
Especially when you're doing something that's like a natural
Yeah.
scene of like the outdoors and stuff.
Yeah.
Not a lot of events.
And this is a weird one because it's like the lighting here will all change because the times of day will change.
Okay.
So
yeah.
the lighting on the pictures will change, where normally on paintings you have, I mean, you only have one sun.
Yeah.
So, so the lighting is usually always in one direction.
Yeah. Sort of straight on. Yeah.
Yeah, but here actually the sunlight will move in different scenes to kind of move us from each
Interesting.
scene. Yeah.
And you have to move down the way as well. It's one of the only murals where you don't get to see the entire image.
At
There
once.
is no vantage where you see
Yeah.
the whole wall at once. So you actually have to start from one end and walk to the other. And so that's pretty rare. You get to do a lot of different things in a mural that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say maybe that's one of the features that you've enjoyed exploring on this mural?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting
We're getting a little few little drops of
the
rain.
caribou.
Yeah.
Don't painters melt in the rain?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Painters
yeah.
and roofers?
Yeah.
But on this one, like that's the thing. That's the challenge, is being able to imagine. Almost every mural or picture has a point of view, which is where, like if you go and see a Rembrandt, you stand 10 feet away.
As sort of the optimum way of taking in the whole thing.
And for almost every mural, I try to find that spot.
Yeah.
And that's where I imagine all the viewers will see the.
Yeah.
Here, you're actually looking up at this mural the whole time, or through a window.
Yeah, or down from a window.
Yeah.
But even
So-
then, you're only seeing little bits.
little bits of it. So I wanted to play with that and be able to play with light along it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of fun. Yeah.
And what would you say has sort of been the biggest challenge that you've hit on this particular mural? Talking about in the past about things like, running out of paint because you didn't consider the surfaces, or has there been any headache on this one that sort of took you by surprise?
Not a lot on this one.
Maybe it's just waiting to come.
Just getting it going.
Yeah.
There seems to there was a lot of red tape to this one where I don't know why it just seemed. I mean, from 2018 to now, I was certain we could have gotten a lot farther on it. I really, really feel sorry for the people who have lived here for however long and looked out at a blank wall.
Yeah.
Pretty mundane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like a jail.
Yeah, in some way.
Horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So, do you have a deadline, and when is it? And are you confident?
Am I confident? Our goal is to be done by the 26th.
Of?
So this month.
But that's just like up to
this.
here, right? What
yeah,
you're working on. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next year we're hoping that the other girls are going to start in the spring, and hopefully we'll be able to get the rest on.
Yeah.
So, and I've told them they'll come and give them a hand as well. So, because like Jasmine Lyons, she owns the store, works at City Hall, and I'm like, I don't know when
you
she'll find.
Is she part of the mural as well, or?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's designed the very beginning of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I bring the camera and just kind of go for a little walk and show?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you
Yeah.
guys go blah blah blah. That.
Yeah, walk us through what we're looking at, I guess, as much as you can.
Yeah, we're at the truck, and then as we're going down, we're looking at the...
That's like the infamous Stampede truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of enjoyed painting that.
Yeah.
For some reason.
So here we are looking at it looks like the first scene.
Yeah, right now it looks like a scene out of Jungle Book.
A little bit, yeah.
It totally does.
Yeah.
I love the water and the colors and the light going through the trees.
Yeah, and that will actually we'll have like kind of light actually shining out through the trees, like make it more misty morning.
Okay.
And then as that carries across by the fishermen, there'll be kind of a time change, and it'll get a little more into later morning.
It's such a beautiful transition.
Yeah. And that's the fun thing, is trying to find a cool place to transition. And then from there, the light will change and be coming down a little steeper onto our
Gold panner?
gold panner.
Boy, whoever painted that ladder and that looks so real.
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah.
And then from there, then we'll actually have more of the light going a lot brighter orange above the logging truck, like he's in the early morning.
More?
Yeah. And then as it comes around, then it's a little higher morning we'll have for the cows over there, so they'll have a little bit of light. And then by the big cowboy, the light will actually turn and be shining back this way.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll carry that across to the horses. They'll be running. And
Can we snoop in your oh no, there's brands and stuff.
oh,
Your office.
yeah,
That's
that's our office.
That's the fancy office.
Yeah, that's the messy office.
So what's the next part that you guys are working on to, get things finished up? Like what's the next stage?
Our stage right now is to get the atmosphere in.
Okay.
So at this point, we'll start really working on the sky.
Okay.
And we'll try to finish that, then get to the trees and the background, finish that. And then we'll get into the logging truck and all the details as we're going down.
And as much as we work off like an image and like pictures and stuff, like this morning has been inventing a new river.
Okay.
That's been like, we work off pictures, and then this whole morning has been discussing how we want this river to flow. So like we invent stuff on the wall as we go, as much as we like work from images. And then, that's, so eventually we got to stop inventing it and just like make it happen. But
does that ever like have an impact on what the plans were as you invent things and then realize, oh, this is messing up something that we had planned for this thing because we made this change?
Absolutely. And we're at the stage of working together where it used to just be whatever he says goes, and now it's actually a discussion. Or going, this is how I envisioned it, and there's a lot more actually discussing it now and working through it. But I think it makes our art better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything we haven't touched on yet that you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys got going on aside from the mural that we should tell people about?
Art walk is happening right now. And,
oh, really? Okay, cool.
And yeah.
Give us a quick rundown of what that is for maybe people who don't know.
Such a Todd.
Yeah.
I know what Art Walk is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you say it.
Well, no, because we're here to talk to them, Kelsey.
For Art Walk, for me, I've been involved in it since 2000.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's had a couple years where it hasn't been around, but I've been lucky to be pretty much involved in it the whole time.
Yeah, basically different businesses around town have art from different artists up in their businesses.
Yeah.
And people are encouraged to walk from business to business and, check out work from local artists, support work from local artists. I think most of the art is probably on sale.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's plenty of places in town here. You can check out art from the Davis family. The Davis collective, the Davis
Clan.
Royalty.
Art clan.
royalty.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us today, taking the
Yeah.
time out of your very busy schedule. I'm sure you could have gotten a lot of work done instead of jawing with us, but
Yeah.
appreciate it.
This is just about as much fun as painting.
That's awesome then.
Almost as fun.
Almost
Yeah.
just fine. Not
Yeah.
quite.
Yeah.
Close second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could hang out and make some art with you guys.
Oh, I would love it.
We have so many paintbrushes.
Oh, my God.
See, your excuses are dwindling.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, you could do the next 2 streams. I'm just gonna hang out.
All right. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see you, gals. Anybody want to say goodbye to? Family, friends, pets, loved ones,
Hamsters?
hamsters.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I love you all.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Me too.
For Dad back home.
Hi, Grandpa.
Aw.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
All right. Well,
Hi, Grandma.
Thank you.
thanks you guys again. Have a great day.